This is the Devas's route. So we are continuing on variables and types of variables. So up to till now we have studied, and in the previous session we are studying in the final variables. Okay, we have written one example for that, and now we are going to study about the what is like transient and what is volatile variable. This two. Okay. Transient the class level variable. So what is transient variable? The class level variable that has transient keyword. Okay, this is called transient variable. So local variables cannot be declared as transient, or else like it will give us some compile time error. Like it will be saying that illegal start of expression. Okay, so we can say that we declare variable as transient to tell to JVM that we do not want to store variable value in a file in object serialization. Okay, object serialization means if we are going to serialize our object. Serialize means we are going to means transport. We are going to export our object to another file or to another object or to another like you can say any other media if you want to convert means sorry if you want to transport like from our class we need to transfer to in the outside of the project like there is one project is there and we want to transport the variable to another project then we call it as object. Then we take the class as serialization. That one we will be reading in the fundamental subclasses. All those things we'll be reading like what is serialization, how it can be done. Just for now, only know about the means what is it and what is serialization. Just the basic one. So like serializations means if we make a class as serialization. So how we make a class as serialization? If a class is implementing the serializable interface, there is one predefined interface is there. The name is serialization. So if we are making a class as subclass of serializable interface, then that class object can be transported to any other media or any other project. Okay. So here, transient variable, we declare variable as transient to tell JVM that we do not want to store variable value in a file in object serialization. Since local variable is not part of object, declaring it as transient is illegal. So you have a question that why I told that local variable cannot be transient. Okay, because as part of the object, when we create a object, do local variables get memory? No. Local variable get memory at the time of method calling. Okay, so this serialization we will be reading more detail in the IO stream one. Okay, just I will tell the overview of that. No worries. The class level that transient is that is called transient variable. Okay, so one rule is there. local variable cannot be declared as transient at least function will get a step. If you write an example like a class example, then like static transient in case equal to 10 is there, transient into y is equal to 20 is there. Then if we are setting a method over it, that is static method. Then if we will declare a transient variable inside this method, okay, I think z equal to 30 will be the like we will define here we will be getting compiler method. Okay, okay. Here it is okay. All these things it is okay. Here it is okay. Here it is okay, but here it's wrong declaring that this place. Okay. So moving forward, like the note which I told, I should first write it, then I'll explain those things. Let me declare variable as transient to tell to Debian that we do not want to store, do not want to store variable value in a file in object serialization. Okay, since local variable is not part of the object, declaring it as transient is illegal. Okay, so I'm going to get something of told about it. So, like, what is object serialization? What is serialization? I will tell just few words. Only. Serialization. So, if I tell like what is serialization, then like we can tell that serialization is nothing but uh, so like if we tell serialization like serialization of an object like we can say to convert one object into a uh, byte of stream of bytes. Okay, like if you convert stream, stream is a flow like single byte, it will be flowing to any other project or to any other media. That object will be converting into bytes and like stream, like water, we have water flow is there. Like that, it will be converted into bytes and in the form of stream that will be copied into another object. Okay, so like serialization, we can tell to convert object to string of bytes and copy it to another. Okay, so when we can do this, like I can tell here is one object is there. Okay, so one object is there. Let's say XYZ something is there. Some values are there. Okay, here some values are there. Some values inside is there. And we have another class is there. Another class is there. This object is of one class. Okay, we have another class object is there. Okay, we have another class object is there, and we want this values, these values present in this object, we want to these values present in this object, we want to store in this object of another class. This is another class object. This is another class object. So we want to store this value into this. So what can we do? We can make this object belongs to one class. We'll make that class as serializable. Means we make that class as subclass of serializable interface. Then when it creates this object, we can through IOStream code or IOStream logic, we can transfer or copy this one into this one. Okay, like from this it will be going here, from to this. Then here the same will be copied it down. A copy, all these things will be there. Okay, in form of string, byte of strings, bytes. Okay, in form of bytes. Okay, this is. And for this we require that serialization can be done on the objects the object if the object corresponding class is a subclass of serializable interface. Okay, so like if let's say I have a class example is there. If we want to transport this class object, okay, this class object to another class, we cannot. In this case, we cannot do it. Okay, in this case, if we want to create an object of it, let's say there is another class test is there. If we want to transport this, we cannot do. Example object is there, and this is a test object. Okay, we want to transport this, but it is not possible. If we want to do, it's not possible. Okay, because example class is not a type of serializable. But if we are making this like class example class implements serial interface. Okay, now it's possible. And if we are transporting this signature of this class, like the variable type must be same with the test. Okay, should be same. Like here test class also should be like class test will be there, and there will be like this. Maybe the variable name must be different, but it should be like that only. Okay, like this one. Or else how the copy will be occurring? Like here 10 should be stored in this X while doing serialization. Okay. We don't want to initialize this one. Already present, we want to take it. That is the main aim of serialization. Okay, so here it can be transported in terms of bytes. Okay, it's possible here in this case. For example, is this. Okay, it's possible. In this case, it's possible. Not possible, possible. Okay, okay. This is serialization. I try to understood you. Try to something we can get it. Why to live in the dark? Okay, these are the example. So moving forward, we have like volatile variable is there. Okay, so we are going to study that. Volatile variable is there. The class level variable that has volatile keyword in its definition. Okay, similar to the definition is same. Only keyword is present that is volatile keyword. Okay, it's called volatile variable. Okay, the rule is there. Okay, here also local variable cannot be declared as volatile. So why? Then if we declare what will get? Let's say illegal data expression. Okay. So why it's not allowed? So we have a notice there. Why? So in the note we declare variable, we declare variable as volatile to tell JVM that we do not want to modify variable value concurrently by multiple threads. Okay. If we are allowing a variable as volatile keyword, we are putting volatile keyword, then we are telling to JVM that we do not want variable value concurrently to be modified concurrently by multiple threads. We don't want that variable to be included in the multi-threaded environment. We want that variable to be executed in single threaded, means one by one. Okay, not multiple. That part you will more understand the multi-threading part. Okay. This is not a small thing that I will tell, but multi-threaded means like we have four statement are there. Like here say one, two, and three statement are there. We cannot guarantee that after this statement this one will be executed. After this one will be executed. Like maybe this one, maybe second one, maybe first will be executed. Then like this one will be executed. Like second one will be first one will be second, and third one will be third. Like that it may be executed. Okay, that is for multi-threaded. So we don't want that variable to be included in that multi-threaded. It should be executed like a synchronous. Synchronous means first one executed first statement. Then after the finish of the first statement, then only second statement will start execution. After the completion of the second statement, then third statement will start the execution. Like that. That is called synchronous. Okay. So here not have multiple threads. So if we declare as volatile, okay. as volatile. So, like, uh, the thing is that we cannot guarantee that a local variable to be executed in a synchronous because we cannot tell that because it will more I can explain you multi-threading. If I tell in short, if I declare a local variable as volatile, then we're telling that don't include in multi-thread environment, but include it in single thread, means synchronous. Then what will happen? Like in the multi-threaded concept, a method can be in the multi-thread environment. So inside the method, whatever logic, those will be compulsory be executed in multi-threaded type. Okay. We cannot specify a single statement, a single variable creation inside a local variable as as to be executed in synchronous. We can tell that a method can be executed in a synchronous manner. Okay, not a variable present inside it. That's why the volatile keyword is not allowed. Okay, so, so if we declare variable as volatile, multiple threader allowed, variable multiple threads are allowed to change. Multiple threads will be allowed to change. Okay, change its value, but in sequence. In sequence. One after one. Okay, so since local variable is not directly local variable not directly accessible by thread. What is thread? What is multi-threading? All will be reading. Okay. Just for instance, remember that thread is a process. Okay, single process. So since local variable is not directly accessible by thread, declaring declaring it as volatile is illegal. Okay. So these are the things we learned about transient, we learned about volatile, we learned about something about serialization. Okay. So then we will be learning like what are the modifiers allowed for variable and methods. That one will be covering in the next session. I am giving you less concepts so that you will get more time for practice. Thank you.